President Trump spent his first day at the G7 summit in Sicily Friday in talks with European leaders begging him to remain in the Paris climate change pact, which he and APOS-D promised on the campaign to abandon, and it and APOS-S possible they may have broken through. Trump and APOS-S views on climate change began and evolving and after the talks Friday. Gary Cohn, the President and APOS-S top White House economic advisor, said about his boss. And he feels much more knowledgeable on the topic today. He came here to learn, he came here to get smarter. And the potential about face would be a striking reversal for Trump, who had vowed to withdraw from the Obama-era accord under which the U.S. and nearly 200 other nations pledged to reduce annual greenhouse gas emissions and who has, since taking office, signed multiple executive orders rolling back years of environmental policies. It would also mark an unusual moment of influence by European leaders who Trump appeared to repeatedly scoff at a day earlier. In the span of just a few hours on Wednesday, Trump shoved a head of state, awkwardly shook hands with another, faced accusations of leaking intelligence from yet one more, lectured NATO members about paying more for their defense, and then insulted Germany during a meeting. But on Thursday, European leaders appeared unfazed, using the G7 summit as a venue for a last-ditch attempt to convince Trump to stay in the climate accord. At the close of FRIDAY and APOS-S talks, Italian Prime Minister Paolo Gentiloni said 6 of the G7 nations, Italy, Britain, France, Germany, Canada, and Japan, confirmed and our commitment and our and to the Paris Agreement. The U.S., meanwhile, confirmed and a period of and on the issue, he said. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said and we put forward very many arguments and for the U.S. sticking with the agreement. The topic has come up frequently during the second leg of Trump and APOS-S international trip, his first as president. During a meeting with Pope Francis earlier in the week, the pontiff gave Trump a copy of his 2015 speech in which he urged the world to join together in fighting the consequences of climate change. And on Thursday, French President Emmanuel Macron spoke with Trump at length about the climate deal during a meeting Thursday in Brussels. Before he embarked on this trip, Trump had repeatedly postponed meetings with senior aides about whether the U.S. should remain in the 2015 Paris Climate Change Pact. The fact that European leaders appeared to be influencing his decision-making marked a pivot from the TRIP and APOS-S prior day, when Trump gave a speech at NATO headquarters, telling European leaders how little they pay into the international body. Earlier Thursday, Trump and Macron exchanged 2 awkward handshakes, the first, where the president forcefully grabbed the Frenchman. Macron had tried to avoid Trump, veering instead to shake hands with other leaders before Trump stepped in. The second handshake taking place with both men sitting lasted long enough that Trump twice tried to extract his hand from the French President and APOS-S 7-second clutch. Trump uses Ramadan statement to lecture Muslims on terrorism. Soon after, Trump appeared to shove the Prime Minister of Montenegro so he could be at the front of a group of leaders. If that wasn't and APOS-T enough, it was revealed by DAY and APOS-S and that Trump had insulted Germany during a meeting, calling them and bad, very bad. And send a letter to the editor